time to get in touch with the divine that lies within us. Wow, guys, how are we feeling? Just looking at the cards from yesterday's read. Wow, cool. You guys are moving through this. Oh, shout out to Fat Freddy's Drop. I've just been jamming with their instrumentals. And this also, I love this track. Hope for a generation. Hope for a generation. Not beyond our reach, not beyond our sight. Hope for a generation. Yeah, you guys, it's so good. So what an interesting day, Wednesday, you guys, the day of Mercury. Normally is a great day to communicate, but yeah, it seemed like maybe I was being defensive, maybe other people were being defensive. Maybe this was just the energy of today, a bit defensive. It's like, I definitely, well, personal story, I definitely got defensive with one of my old friends. Yeah, like literally was gonna start a fight. Like I'm like, no, no. And it's interesting, right? Because Wednesdays for me is normally like really great. Like I'm really good to communicate with people. There's not any defensiveness. But what I'm defending is myself, my mission, my authenticity, right? My being, right? This person told me to put away my singing bowls and my table and whatever, and I'm like, I don't think we can talk. I think this is non-negotiable, right? And so this is the energy. There's going to be a lot of things that try to draw us back into these low frequencies, right? And this is like what I feel, honestly, right? Like this fear, this, that. It's like, no, you don't need to make art. You don't need to read cards. You don't need to do this. You need to make money. You need to pay your rent. Like, yes, while I understand that, I'm not actually being irresponsible, just so everybody knows. I did pay my portion, my half of the rent for the year. It's not my fault other people don't facilitate the money in the correct directions. So anyways, now I'm just dealing with what I have to, right? Don't be a dick. We can all be happy. We can all be happy. So guys, people love to give their opinions, and I think you'll notice, unless you have like a really trusted opinion, I guess what I realized is that upon speaking with this person, like many people that haven't left Western cultures, especially America, many people like this don't really have a concept of like how things are in different countries, right? How people are surviving or living, like, right? Like I live in like a Balinese house, like a nice, like, I mean, this isn't like a nice villa or something, right? But I'm in a nice house, right? And it's like, I'm still in a village, right? People still go to the river to wash their laundry and bathe and things like that, right? People still burning trash and doing things like this, right? In the village. I'm in a village. And people just don't understand a lot of different things like this, right? We don't understand like what other people's like sufferings or circumstances or life are really like. Yeah. Music and you, music is me. It's the thing that we do to help us get through. The thing I do to get me through, the thing I do to get me through. It wants to be really loud, so it's the thing I do to get me through, the thing I do to get me through, the thing I do to get me through. I said the music is me, I said the music is you, the thing we do to get us through. So the point is anybody that can't see that singing and creation and tapping into our soul's potency, our gifts, instead of focusing on how we're making money, but like what is bringing more joy, because this joy, this love, this the music, the song, the voice, the frequency of singing, of creation itself is really, I feel like, what's going to heal the world, right? Heal the world. Yeah? Hope for a generation. You know? I wrote like all these really cool lyrics to this track today. But I really I want to reach out to the band and make sure they're cool with it. I am going to turn this down a little bit though. Anyways, you want to check them out. That is Fat Freddy's Drop. They're from New Zealand. They're super awesome. Um, Super awesome. I want to do a little tribute because their songs are amazing, and also they, yeah, as a tribute to the singer. I'm not sure. I feel like I read something that maybe he passed away. Um, Traumatic brain injury makes it hard for me sometimes to process. That's why I like the channeling, right? It comes through. I can process. I can give the message. I can put it out, and then it's done. Like I don't have to sit and hold on to it. So, anyways, hope, hope for our generation, right? Heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. Okay, guys. I thought we were gonna do this one. I guess we might, but first we need some of these. Kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Okay. Maybe I wore this like because it's lovey time, guys. All right, let's go. Do we need another one? I feel like we need three. Where is it? Ooh, the snake. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious. Look over your shoulder. The other woman. Ooh, guys, what's going on? Okay, is this gonna be a collective love read? Let's try to do something interesting. Ooh. Let's see how we can do this. Talking, interested, conversing more, awaited messages arrives, text, calls, emails, hovering. Okay, so there could be, so what I'm getting, the dragonfly, be lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. So what I'm getting here is for a lot of us, for a general collective, right? But for many people, we're going to be welcoming new love. We're going to be meeting the actual person. We have to be in this open heart space, right? Which is why it's so important to be doing things like music, dancing, singing, art, whatever it is that's breaking our heart space open, right? This is number one, breaking the heart space open. Um, However that is, right? That looks different. It looks different for everybody, right? For some people it's singing, for some people it's dancing, for some people it's cooking. You know, it can be whatever type of creation that you do that brings joy, right? Um, so getting together. So what I think is for some of us, though, will be unconditionally loving, giving, receiving affection, falling in love. So kisses. What I see with this is that where we have allowed things, right? Because heart with a key is like trying to lock down that love. Like this is actual lock. Like this is lock. This is keep your love locked down. Need more incense. Dear universe, source, creator, spirit guides, angels, and sisters. I do this when I'm shuffling, but Please bring us true, accurate, correct information of the highest vibrational frequency with the highest timeline in mind of only love and light. Thank you, and so it is. Protect anybody that's bringing energy in with me here. Let's go. Sorry, let me get that. Let's get a deity here. Lady Venus. All right, guys. Downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. Okay? Also, Lady Venus. Venus is love, guys. Okay, so some of us, like, there is a lot of this energy, yeah. This higher frequency energy, and now all of the higher light beings are actually coming together, right? And we have Melchizedek, higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress, okay? So, whoever, White Eagle, ancestor spirit, connect to your lineage, a family wound or pattern can be healed now. So a lot of us are healing this something that's going on in love, in relationships, right? We're walking away maybe from, here we get Joan of Arc again, the voice of truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. So yeah, this is exactly what I was saying, right? I got upset, like, right? I couldn't even like talk to my friend anymore because what I said was non-negotiable, right? This is my voice of truth. And it's if you feel like if it's delusional to you in your world, that's great. Then just fucking state that and move along. But don't tell me, right? Please no, thank you. No. Keep your voice of truth. Know what your release the fear of persecution. So whether someone can understand or know or not doesn't matter, right? There's a very strong energy of this. This doesn't matter. As long as we're like, no, this is my minimum, or this is what I require, or this is, like, I can't deal with this frequency, right? This is, and I'm not saying like elitism or hierarchy or anything like that, but as you do more inner work, right? As we sit back and we do more inner work, and we become more aware of all of our shadows. We do the healing, we do the ancestral healing, right? That's why we have White Eagle. We do the childhood. We do all of this, and it allows us to kind of be like, move forward from that. Saint Kumara, light activation, shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. So yeah, we are guided. Like, it's like, no, I know what I'm doing. Like, don't tell me to do something. Like, I already put it out there, right? I already made a page. I already created a project. I already put something up for funding. I'll put it in a link below if you guys want to contribute. That's off. The divine director, intervention and purpose. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. So when we're in divine alignment and we're getting these downloads, it really sounds like someone came in my gate. Hold on, let me check one second. When we're getting these downloads, they're not coming from nowhere. So weird. People just come and sit like part at the end. I'm like at the very end of a road, and so it's weird sometimes. Like, it really trips me out. Anyways, when we're getting these, intervention, right? Maybe there's something I needed to realize, or maybe just need to let them know that I know they're there. I don't know. So the divine director, intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. So sometimes people that we thought we're going to work with, people that we thought we could do something with or we could do whatever, don't end up being those beings, those people, right? They end up letting us down. But we can't stay focused on that. We got to stay focused on this unconditional love, right? Kiss, kiss, sweet, right? Send love, anyways, right? Now, let's see what's going on with this. Hold on. Which deck do you want me to use? This one, the Thoth deck. Okay, sorry guys, I just gotta. No, deck doesn't want to be used. Muse, the Muse Tarot. Okay. Okay, so let's get some more clarity on what's going on here, guys. Page of Emotions. So, some people must be going through some type of emotional state. Six of Inspiration, okay. Is this... I can't really remember if they're... Yeah, Inspiration is Wands. So this is like a victory, right? So yeah, we're going to have victory when we're welcoming love, right? We're going to meet the right one. We're going to have victory with that. Can you give me another card? We're going to be inspired, right? When this person comes along, they're going to inspire us, right? Muse of Voices, right? They're going to make us, they're going to encourage us to take action. They're going to help us to take action, right? They're going to make that a thing, right? Okay, now for kisses, we have the Two of Voices, which is the Two of Swords, a decision, and the Moon. So, I think that as this person, as these people, as you start to give and receive, even yourself, or for some, it can be a new relationship, right? You hear this? For some, it can be a new relationship. And some, it can be falling deeper in love, right, with yourself. So as we let the moon come out, right, as we make a decision to be honest about our secrets, right, what's hidden, as we allow for that to come out, we make the decision, right, the Two of Voices. We choose. We choose. Can we be open and honest with this person, right? Can we give and receive the safety and the love needed, right? So tell us about the snake, please. Tell us about the snake, please. Okay, so we have the Six of Emotions and the Priestess. So, for a lot of you, something in your past, right? Someone in the past, another woman, someone else pretending to be a priestess. This actually looks like someone I know out here. I mean, I don't really know her, but it looks really familiar, and it looks like what happened is this other person, so to be more clear about this snake card, the competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. So what happened is maybe in the past someone shared their emotional state, right? They opened up, they got vulnerable, they shared this emotional state, things that had happened that had hurt them, maybe a situation from the past, this other person. So now it says snake. So, and this is competition. So this other person decided to come in and create a spell and see this spell work around her. And in doing that, she didn't actually maybe know the extent of what she was doing, right? But she did it on the premise to attempt to protect you. But really, what she was doing is attempting to, like, attempt to elude, right? To make you stay stuck on past things or childish things, or to make you just stay stuck in past ways, right? By saying, I am the other woman, I am the other thing over here, right? Interesting. Um, let's get another card for this one. I want to get another. No. Not going to get me one or what? Temperance in reverse. Sagittarian energy. Yeah, someone that could have been, this also looks like a girl. Someone who could have been tempting, right? This person may have made a tempting offer. And what it did is maybe it soothed the inner child, right? And then when you see this, the Six of Emotions, the Six of Cups, past, it soothed this inner childhood wounding. It soothed that, right? It allowed to get to the depths. But I don't know if the balance was achieved. Now, this other person could have also been a Sagittarius. So, talking. But I think there's been a lot of fights or things that have happened and trying to get to this point. And maybe this person is making you feel like you have to fight, right, to make the peace. Talking, interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, hovering, the Hermit. Looks like this person has done some introspective. They finally found the light. Okay? So 9, the Hermit, is a number of completion, right? So for a lot of you guys, right, you got to get past whatever this childhood wounding or this past wounding was. You got to find the light from within. The light's already outside of this guy, right? You got to take yourself out of the desert and go towards that light, right? And that means conversing. That means a message, right? It means a text, a call, an email. Now, for what I'm getting very strongly for some of you guys, stalking, okay? I hope this isn't a bad thing. Don't do weird shit. But stalking. So maybe you're like hiding out, watching what somebody's doing instead of actually communicating. I don't really think that's good. Like talking, right? Talking, not stalking. Is where it's at. And the Hermit, okay, this is the energy right now, right? This is Virgo energy, right? We're in this energy. Then we have the 8 of Pentacles, the 8 of materials. Okay? So it's about actually having to put in the work to receive the abundance that you want, right? Do the work. That means you're going to have to say, I'm interested. You're going to have to converse. You're going to have to send the message or the email, right? Yeah, even the geckos got our back. And then for the dragonfly, be lighthearted. Look at this. Finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. So be okay with things ending and new things coming. Be okay with the death and the rebirth. Be okay with maybe how people were in the past versus how they are presently, right? People can change, things can change, right? The moth or the butterfly is coming out. It's interesting with the dragonfly. But know that the death, it's not like deadly. It's just like the ending of something and the beginning of something else, right? Like, that's okay. Can you give us another card? It's like little mosquitoes are killing me here. Not enough dupa. The Four of Voices. So yeah. So there has been, right? There has been an emotional two of emotions, which is beautiful. This is a two of cups. So the lovers coming together. So there was a time, or there has been a time where there's a death and a rebirth. That's great. The eclipse season, right? Now we can be a little bit lighter. We can actually discuss, right? The Four of Voices. This is the Four of Swords. So this is after we've rested, we've relaxed, we're feeling good, we're feeling better, right? Now we have these Two of Cups, right? Now we can come. Now we see a lot of these other cards are kind of solo. Now we're coming into this partnership. Yeah, we have the Hang Muse in reverse, which means we're not staying stagnant anymore. It means that we're making a definitive decision. Yeah, the Ace of Voices. It's time to speak out, right? It's time to share this knowledge, right? It's time to whatever we need to say. And whether that, for many people, it can be speaking our truth, right? Something that we haven't told people. The Knight of Materials, right? The Knight of Coins. So it's like something that we've just like, the slowest moving knight in the deck, but here he was actually moving fast. So it's like something we haven't expressed, right? We have the Five of Emotions. Maybe also something that was really traumatic for us, right? That we didn't share or express. Maybe we didn't process it, right? This is something that people don't understand. Like in doing the trauma processing, there's so much that goes to it, right? You have to process, right? Like I read that there's this whole thing that happens like after narcissistic abuse and manipulation where people actually do want to hide, want to hermit, want to stay in their home. And I'm like, why? Because they can predict what kind of whatever is going on in the safe space, right? And I'm just like, wow, that makes so much sense, right? Like, I'm cool. I'm happy just being like, let me be here. You guys want to come? Like, that's cool. Come and hang out. But, or like invite me somewhere. Come pick me up. Send a car. Like, I don't know. But it's this very interesting thing. So it's not that the person feels unsafe. It's that to be able to predict the safety, right, is what allows the actual nervous system to calm itself, right? And this is the most important thing. If we want to love and heal and spread and do anything with anybody, we don't have the capacity to do that with an unregulated nervous system, dysregulated nervous system. Yeah, the Three of Cups. We can celebrate the fact that we've come far and we're like, okay, that's okay. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to get downloads. I'm going to rest, right? I'm going to hydrate. I'm going to rest. I don't need to go out around chaotic energy. I just need to hold this love, frequency, healing energy. And as I do that, then more of that will come. Yeah, the Knight of Voices. We will start to receive the help. Look at this Pegasus coming in. And that's really what I get, a lot from the ancestors. Like, look at all of these. Downloads and understanding, higher learning, ancestor spirit, voice of truth, light activation, intervention and purpose, If you guys think that we're not guided and it's not happening, like, that's just not really a possibility. Eight of Inspiration. Yeah, so it's just like what we have messages. We're all receiving messages, but we also have ways that we can share and spread messages, right? Like spread the awareness, like don't spread doom and gloom or red and blue or right and left or, one religion or another or separation. Like spread art, spread love, spread music, like spread knowledge and information of how we can come together as human beings, realizing this is one human race, right? And we're not in this fucking race. It's not a race. The only race where we moved the word and got it wrong was human race. But how we understand race is not, it's like race to some, not fucking race for the finish line, guys. Silly, silly humans. Anyways, Yeah, like we create our own agony, right? We create our own uh, defeat, like messing with our love stories, our defeat, all this other stuff, right? We're just messing ourselves up. We don't need to be doing that. So, really, stay. What is your voice of truth? What is your non-negotiable thing, right? Share what it is. Yeah, Ace of Voices again. Share what your non-negotiable is down in the comments. That way people can see. Mine is like, like to have a space to create and to not have my work, like to wake up and have my different areas of work in one space, but not in my room. Like I need that for my brain and my nervous system. That's my non-negotiable. I need someone that can create, right? That can play, that can rest, that can adventure, but that can create with me, right? Like that's great. You want to work hard and create safety and make money. That's great, but if there's no emotional security, then the physical security, right? Like there's all of these things that go into play. So yeah, we just have to let all of the things that weren't serving us go. And maybe, now is a good time with the eclipse. Yeah, the 10 of emotions. Look at that. To write all of the things that do bring us this joy, right? To write all the things that do bring us this joy, and I have the devil in reverse under this. And this isn't and so like in this, with this devil in reverse card, it's like the things that bring you joy and pleasure shouldn't be, fucking sex, drugs, whatever. Do you know? Like they should have a sense of pleasure and whatever, but that shouldn't be, right? That's why we're getting this card in reverse to really tap in, like get in this emotional state, right? This loving state where we're recognizing and noticing everybody's humanness and not downplaying it, right? So, very interesting messages. I'm going to hop off because I'm ready for a new energy. Look at that at 32:32. Change, 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 change. Chain of fools. But change, seriously. I mean, I'm not going to change. This is great, right? But change is upon us, you guys. So, blessings for new love that's coming from self. Blessings for new love that is coming in with partnership. And as always, infinite blessings, love, and light. If you would like to support me, that would be awesome. Like, share, subscribe. Also, I will put in the comment box my project I'm working on that I am ever so grateful for the funding that has been being directed towards me. Infinite blessings. And remember, what is your non-negotiable, right? What are you bringing in? What do you need? Look at that, 33:33. What are we manifesting for this new world, right? Not a new earth. Earth is going to take care of herself, right? Mother Earth, like, what is this new world that we're creating, right? What is this dream? Tell me your vision, your non-negotiable. Mine is definitely creation, art, music, like being with nature, right? If we all go back to bartering and trading, I would be totally great. But until then, thanks for your support. Infinite blessings, love, and light. Ciao for meow. Zoe out.